this out of the way. They're all yours.
Thank you very much, Tim. It's great to be here. I have seen the original Christendom College. It began in 1977 in St. Francis Parish in Triangle, Virginia. And when we were at Quantico, I was stationed there for 2 years. That was our parish. And I went back there after 77 on various reserve assignments and actually went back to St. Francis and saw Christendom College. It's a little different today. But it's great to be here. It really is. And I would actually prefer to sit down and hear some more of that introduction. I kind of liked it. The thing is, when President O'Donnell asked me to deliver this address, I had a question. I said, will there be a protest? And will you prosecute the protesters? Or at least 88 of them. He gave no commitment, but I accepted anyway. And I have a text, actually, with footnotes. I'm going to cover all the points, but I'm not going to read it to you. It would put you to sleep. It's 85,000 words. It would put me to sleep. So what am I going to tell you? This is a time of crises. It really is. The culture is a mess. The economy is a mess. The government is out of control. And over the last 3 years, Notre Dame lost 21 football games. So I'm here to tell you, however, that this is a great time. No kidding. Let's get into it. I'm here to tell you that this is a great time for us to be here, and especially you graduates of this really authentic Catholic college. It's a great time because the answer to the meltdown that we see all around us today is in Jesus Christ and in the teachings of the Catholic Church. So let's look bluntly at the situation and what you people can do about it. You know, we are living through a transformation of the federal government, and it is promoted to a great extent by Catholics. It's a transformation where a one-party government, the leader of which was elected with 54% of the Catholic vote, is changing our free economy and limited government into a centralized command state of potentially unlimited jurisdiction. The health care bill that was adopted in the Congress, you know the details and all that. It was adopted through the efforts largely of Catholics. And what it did was violate, in the most basic sense, the principles of legislative process. And it was adopted through a level of bribery, coercion, and deception that is as open as it was unprecedented in our entire history. So to find a counterpart to to this, to find a similar rapid consolidation of power by a legally instituted regime. We have to go back to 1933. Adolf Hitler was appointed chancellor on January 30th. For the next 2 weeks, he consolidated his power. The decisive event was on March 23rd, when the Reichstag passed the Enabling Act, which conferred on him full and irrevocable power. That was the point of no return. The Enabling Act was adopted. It achieved the two-thirds majority it required only because it was supported by the Catholic Center Party. Our health care reform may be the enabling act of our time in terms of the control that it gives government over the lives of the people. And when you look at the Enabling Act and you look at the Health Care Act and you say, well, what is going on? Think about this. The Health Care Act includes a federal takeover of student loans. And you might ask, you say, well, what do student loans have to do with health care? And the common denominator is control. Henceforth, no student will be able to get a guaranteed federal loan without the consent of a federal bureaucrat. This opens the way to this or a future administration to make political loyalty the test of educational advancement, which is what was done in Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. So you look at that and you say, well, what can we do? We have legal recourse, unlike the German people back then. And full disclosure, I have to tell you, I'm a Tea Party guy. I've been there, done that, and I'm going to do it again. And it may be that this November, the reaction will dislodge the congressional wing of our ruling elites. But that reaction is going to be just temporary unless it goes to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is not economic, and it's not politics. Do you know the derivation of the word politics? Do you know what it is? It's easy. Poly means many. Ticks are little blood-sucking creatures. But the problem is religious. I mean, Father Eisenhower said a while ago, he said, the social crisis occurs when we elect immoral people to rule over us. And the reason we elect immoral people is that voters have lost the moral bearing to elect moral people. So that the immoral lifestyles produce immoral leaders. And he said the remedy is a return to God. It's conversion. And he's right. And we have the Constitution, and we rightly insist on returning to the principles of the Constitution. But let's understand, no Constitution can survive the disappearance of the morality that produced it.